Hey. Winter. Hey. How are you? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feel? What's up, guys? It's super windy. I'm going to try to get this filmed and uploaded today. We have been so busy. A lot of things have happened on the homestead, so I am going to update you on all the new things that we've been doing. The first thing that has happened since you guys last saw, we got more rabbits. So we already had our one rabbit named Squirrel, and we've had him for months. He's just kind of been chilling over here, but we had someone reach out to us and offered to show us how to butcher meat rabbits and offered to give us some breeding stock. And so we now have a female rabbit, a doe, with all of her babies. She has 9 babies. And then we also have a boy bunny that we thinking is a boy. He is only 4 weeks, so she thinks he's a boy. If he grows out to be a girl, that will be fine. I would just actually keep, he's not related to this black doe and her babies, and so I would actually just keep a boy from her litter. But I'm hoping to keep a girl from her litter. So this rabbit right here, his name is Possum, because they're red with creepy eyes, and I think they're so creepy, so I named him Possum. And this is the mama rabbit right here. We named her, let me see, we named her Harley, because when we were talking about names, my husband and I were talking about names, and we're outside of the, what is it called, the armory, and we looked over and we saw Harley Davidson's store, and he was like, what about Harley? And I actually really like the name, so we have named her Harley. And that is all of her babies back there. Their eyes are open. They were born, I think, January 30th. So they're so cute. Oh my goodness. They're so, I'm still kind of like, I'm still a little, so they're super squirmy, and it still kind of freaks me out. And they have like really sharp nails, so I'm really trying to get used to it. But I'm so proud of myself because I held the white creepy one with red eyes, even though it was super creepy. And I overcame my fear because they really creeped me out. But the exciting thing is that we learned how to butcher rabbit. I actually think that I have a photo of, not of the butchering process, although I did record some tips that I wanted to remember for when it was time to, for us to butcher rabbit. I know people say that, like, a lot of things that we don't normally eat taste like chicken, but I actually thought that the rabbit, because my friend, the lady, her name was Charlotte, she actually brought us some meat to try, and she had like it sauteed and seasoned really nicely. I mean, not sauteed, she had it marinated. I'm jumpy right now from that rabbit. She had it marinated and seasoned really nicely, and my husband actually put on the grill, which I don't recommend doing, although it was delicious and it really tastes like teriyaki chicken. They don't have, rabbits don't have a lot of fat on them, and so it dried out really quickly. It actually was like the equivalent to chicken breast, and you wouldn't grill chicken breast. But my whole family tasted it, with the exception of my 2 youngest daughters, because they weren't here at the time. But my husband tasted it, I tasted it, my oldest son and my oldest daughter tasted it, and we all thought it tasted like chicken. So that was really exciting. I think she's in Fertilizer. Hold on. I knew it! I knew you was in here! No. Come on. Are you eating Fertilizer, Winter? No. So anyway, like I was saying, it tasted really good. We had it with rice and we all enjoyed it. And then so she actually butchered one for us, and then she bought an extra one that my husband got the hands on to butcher. And I did, like I said, record some. So we had those rabbits inside of the cooler, and I think that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I actually took it out of the cooler and did it just like I would like a whole chicken. I put them in water and canned the broth, and then the meat, I had my girls just take off the meat off of the bones, and then it's in my refrigerator right now. Come to find out, I've been researching it, and Winter's like creating a hole now into the landscape fabric. No. I've been researching it, and apparently rabbit's really good for dogs as well, especially dogs that have allergies. And so we did, I left the bones inside of the pot inside the kitchen, and I added more water, and we've been using the bones to put over the dog's dog food. So that has been really good. Come to think about it, now that I'm thinking about that, I have the rabbit still in the refrigerator. It looks just like pulled chicken, and I tasted it and it tastes like chicken. I'm gonna actually go in there because my daughters don't know, and I'm going to let my 2 youngest daughters taste it just cold and see what they think. Come on. So this is what it looked like. I had my daughters, Anaya and Nehemiah, take it off of the bones. And what did you just say, Nehemiah?
I already tasted it.
What do you think it tastes like?
Only a little bit, so I didn't take a good taste of it.
Naya, did you taste it?
No.
Okay, taste a piece. Now you have to taste a piece too.
Again?
Yeah, just a little piece.
Is this a rabbit?
Yes. Give Niall a piece. A little piece. Niall, a little piece. What's it taste like, Niall?
Really cold, but kind of like shredded chicken. Still kind of dry.
What's it taste like, Nia?
Dry chicken.
Dry chicken?
Yeah, but it's nasty.
What do you mean? Why is it nasty? Is chicken nasty?
Dry.
Because it's dry? Now, what's it taste like? Now, eat it.
It tastes
No, you have to eat it. You can't tell me what it tastes like until you eat it.
It tastes like...
No, chew it. What do you think it tastes like?
It tastes like this. Wow.
Tastes cold?
Yes.
Does it taste like chicken? What does it taste like?
It tastes like it tastes like a fish in the air.
It tastes like a fish?
Yes.
It tastes like fish. Yeah, it tastes like, I had that sitting inside my refrigerator because usually what I do with whole chickens, I put them inside my roaster oven still sitting here. It has the bones in it. Usually I have my girls shred the chicken off of the bones, and then I portion them into little baggies and put them in my freezer. And then anytime I want a quick meal using like shredded chicken, most of the time I use it in when I'm making like a quick Alfredo in the Instapot. I take that out and then just throw it inside of the noodles. And so that is kind of what I was thinking with this rabbit, is, you know, not labeling it as rabbit, but just putting it in the freezer with other bags. And, you know, because it didn't have a distinct taste that if no one knew that it was not chicken, that they would think it was rabbit. And so, and then just kind of to trick my mind, because the first time that I had it, it was like I took a bite and then I was like, oh, this tastes like chicken. And then my mind was like, that's rabbit. And then I was kind of like kind of freaking myself out, because rabbits are, well, except for the ones with the red eyes, but like the black ones, I'm like, oh, they're so cute and they're so soft and cuddly and blah, blah, blah. So it was definitely like something that I had to get over in my mind and like tell myself like, no, like this actually doesn't, it's not the taste, and it wasn't, so it wasn't the taste. And butchering rabbit was actually easier than butchering chicken, in my opinion. So, and I went to the Homestead of America conference where a guy was saying about how he basically thought butchering rabbits were, and that's what he only kept because it was easier and cleaner than keeping chicken. And now that I've actually, you know, seen the process done the process, have the rabbit meat and stuff, I can definitely attest that the whole process of cleaning out the rabbit was easier than butchering a chicken, because you didn't have to, you know, scald it. You didn't, like, even the guts were just different. They just fell out. Like, it was just a different process. So that is one thing that has been new on the homestead, because we are going to actually start. So those baby rabbits, like I said, I was going to be keeping one female to breed, but then in about, so they're a week now, in about 3 weeks, they will go to rabbit tractors. I was gonna say chicken tractors. We'll grow them out to about between 8 and 11 weeks, and then we'll butcher them. And so now we have our rabbit meat, and then we did get our first order in of meat rabbits, but I'm filming a different video about getting them in, and I didn't get a chance to edit that video, so you guys will actually see that video after this video. But we got our meat chickens in, so now we have our meat rabbits, and I was actually even thinking about getting pigs today. Just like I was been saying, just trying to get the only meat that we couldn't raise or not raising would be beef, and then we can still get that from Butcher Box, because I do like their grass-fed beef. But if we're raising chicken, we're raising rabbit, and then possibly raising pork as well. I think that and then plus the garden being really good, and I'm hoping to have lots of success with the garden this year. So I'm actually going to, all my chickens are running towards me. It has been so rainy and muddy. Like, it is dry today, but the ground is so super duper wet. I had moved the chickens here because it was higher ground, and then when it rained for about a week straight, it was just a wet mess everywhere, and it was not good. So I don't know. Oh, this is locked. I have to go around. Another thing that is new here on the homestead is my daughter Anaya started selling chicken eggs, because she's the one who mostly feeds the chickens and collects the eggs. And so I told her she could start selling chicken eggs. So she is selling chicken eggs now, which she really enjoys. So here are the meat rabbits. I was just coming in to check their food level, but like I said, that is will probably be in once I get to edit that video. I'm just basically want to show the whole process this time. Last time I did show the butchering process, but I want to show raising them week by week, and so we still have a few days before they are technically considered a week old. Earlier I didn't show this, but I think yesterday my friend's daughter helped me plant. These are all cherry tomatoes, and then I saw that mostly all of the basils have sprouted. We're still waiting on holy basil. Whichever basil here didn't sprout. What we're waiting on right now is the tomatillos, but I do see some baby sprouts there. What I really want, like I had a lot of trouble germinating last year, and it seems like again, is these ground cherries. So hoping those germinate, as well as these eggplants. This is my first time growing eggplants. But some exciting, I looked at this earlier and they were not germinated. These are, I think they are slicer tomatoes, big slicer tomatoes. And they were not germinated earlier, and now they are. So that's exciting. And then the determinate tomatoes that we transplanted have already grown super big. I mean, I put these in here and they were babies. And now look at them. So that's really encouraging. I do see some, looks like this has a little sunburn one. It's actually just been in here, but it's been so hot that would make sense. Another update is all of the sweet peppers. I did end up transplanting them into a bigger tray. And I left the spicy peppers in there, and I told you guys how my cat squished all of those, and so I'm not sure if all of those plants when I uppotted them are exactly what it says, because they did move around some peppers, but I know that they're all sweet peppers because I left the whole section that was even remotely spicy. I left there. So really, really exciting stuff happening on the homestead, and we've been really busy, and it's exciting, but also very, very busy. I think it's actually time to I feel like the sun's setting. I feel like it's time to actually put away the animals. I just checked the time and we still have about 30 minutes, so I won't put them to bed early. I know in the last videos I was showing you guys my orchard and stuff. But I also started getting this Greenstalk full. We still have maybe 3 trays left, but I ran out of soil. And then I have the exact same one on this side, and I'm going to use these to plant strawberries in. Yesterday when I was out in the orchard area just putting away the ducks, I saw that one of the trees was not actually planted. It was planted by the ducks, so it still had like a lot of wood chips around it. And like I said in my last video, I ran out of compost, and so in order to plant that last fruit tree in there, I would definitely need to get some more compost out. But Shadow, she was following me around my feet. But anyway, I think that's everything that has been happening new, and I'm going to end this video here so that I can get it up hopefully today, because I haven't edited the other video.